Sam Dastyari goes to ground as Attorney General questions whether he obeyed the law. Embattled Labor Senator Sam Dastyari has gone to ground, cancelling an event in Sydney and maintaining an unusually low media profile as the government continues to pressure Bill Shorten to sack him from the shadow cabinet. Attorney General George Brandis has refused to rule out the possibility Senator Dastyari broke the law, although it is unclear what rule would have been breached. He issued a challenge to Mr Shorten, asking whether he is willing to accept a senior colleague being in the pay of a foreign-controlled entity. Calls for reform of the political donation system have also strengthened his Greens leader Richard Di Natale, joined by Conservative Senator Cory Bernardi, propose allowing only people on the Australian electoral roll to donate to parties, halting contributions from companies, unions and foreign entities. But Senator Brandis has rejected any immediate moves for reform, insisting there is no link between the broader system and the Dastyari imbroglio, which involved a private debt being paid by a Chinese-Australian donor and the senator's rogue support for China's position in the South China Sea dispute. The Attorney General said the Labour power broker, who is the manager of opposition business in the Senate and Labour's consumer affairs spokesman, may have broken the law in his dealings, and we are not going to be having any conversation other than that. In the Senate last Thursday, I asked 47 specific questions about the two donations, and I called upon Senator Dastyari to explain the circumstances of those donations, and we have not heard a word from him, and, more importantly, we haven't heard a word from Mr Shorten, Senator Brandis said. Now this is a test for Mr Shorten, and the test is this: is Mr Shorten prepared to accept on his front bench, in the alternative government of Australia, a standard of conduct radically lower than the Turnbull government is prepared to accept? On Monday, Senator Dastyari cancelled at late notice his attendance at a forum hosted by the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Sydney with Cabinet Secretary Arthur Sinodinos, instead sending colleague Ed Husick. It is unclear what laws would have been broken, as the Attorney General contemplated, and Cabinet Minister Christopher Pyne was forced to backtrack from a similar claim on Monday. Coalition figures have argued the donation system is a different conversation to Senator Dastyari's arrangement, which involved a gift made personally to him. Labour frontbencher Stephen Conroy has also sought to shift attention to $500,000 of China-linked donations to the Phuoc Liberal Party, arguing Foreign Minister Julie Bishop has been compromised by foreign donations. I can understand why certain people like Stephen Conroy want to change the subject, but I'm not going to change the subject because this is about a particular individual, Sam Dastyari, who has accepted money from an entity that is effectively controlled by the Chinese state, and as a result of that, he has sought from within the Labour Party to change their attitude on a crucial foreign policy position, said Senator Brandis. Fairfax Media revealed last week the $1,600 arrangement with Chinese-Australian businessman Min Zhu, before it emerged that Senator Dastyari made comments to Chinese-language media about the South China Sea dispute. Last year, Fairfax Media reported that the senator had Yuhu Group executive and prolific donor Huang Shangmo pay his legal fees. Senator Dastyari has since expressed regret at the arrangement with Dr. Zhu, donating the equivalent amount to charity and backing his party's position on the South China Sea dispute. The Labour Party has proposed banning foreign donations and lowering the threshold for public disclosure, and multiple Liberal MPs, including Transport Minister Darren Chester, Trade Minister Steve Ciobo and backbencher Craig Kelly, have expressed support for change, while Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull has consistently supported the principle of limiting donations to individuals without a clear policy on donations reform. Senior government figures have mostly kept their focus on Senator Dastyari. Thank you for watching movie. Subscribe and like to suppose us.